Hi, it's Emily of Emilee's Paper Caper here for Stamp Play and Stamping Sunday, two open collaborations meant to help us use our rubber stamps. Today I'm stamping with a set I got at the Idea Store. This is a store that upcycles and recycles crafty goodness, makes art supplies and crafting supplies affordable to everyone. I've made a couple videos about the Idea Store. I'll link one up in the card if you're interested in learning more about this wonderful store. It is a not-for-profit. These are some Chinese fortune cookie stamps with a Chinese food container. I want to stamp some of these off, and if you keep watching until the end of the video, I'll show you some completed cards that I made this week using these stamps. I have my VersaFine. It's my favorite ink for crisp, clean images. I always stamp on an old phone book or an old catalog, or in this case, it's an old coloring book. That extra padding really helps get a nice, crisp image. I think this Chinese food container is adorable. I will stamp several off, and then I will put them in my stamped images bin. I can pull from that bin anytime that I want to create but don't feel like stamping. Let me show you that bin. It looks like this. It says, I don't know if you can see, but it says on there stamped images and sentiments. And I just have lots and lots of stamping in here. My friend Renee sent me all these snowmen, so I put them here. I have different sentiments, just lots of things ready to go for card making. Fortune cookie is especially cute, and the set has a broken fortune cookie too, but I'm just going to use the full one. And when we get Chinese food, I like to save the fortunes that I get and use them on my journal pages and sometimes on cards. And this stamp set is a great way to use fortunes that you've saved from your Chinese food orders. If you haven't saved your fortunes, they actually have a couple fortunes here that you can stamp off. We'll stamp them and you can see what they say. This one says, laughter makes the day easier. We'll do a couple of those. Happy Valentine's Day. So cute. Surprises sweeten life. Oftentimes the back of fortune cookies have lucky numbers, and this stamp set even has lucky numbers. Let me show you. I think it's absolutely adorable. The font that they use for the fortune and these lucky numbers is exactly like the font you see on a lot of fortune cookies. Isn't that just so stinking cute? I love it. For the backgrounds of the cards, I used some origami paper, and I just tore it and inked the edges. Here's the first card. I have not put anything on the inside of the card yet. I just used an X-Acto knife to cut a little place in the cookie to put the fortune. This one says, "Laughter makes the day easier," and I stamped the lucky numbers on the back. And then it just slips back inside. Here's a little bit different one with some more of that origami paper. I used the little heart on the background. And this is an actual fortune from a fortune cookie, and I thought it was hilarious. It says, "A day in your underwear is a day of freedom." Actually, reading that fortune inspired me to get out this stamp set because I was like, I have to use that on a card. It's so funny. And here is the third card. Again, blank on the inside for now. And the fortune, this is another real fortune cookie. "You will read the name Gorthzarg silently in your head, awakening an ancient spirit, so be careful not to read Gorthzorg." It's just so random and funny. I'll put the fortune back in here for the card recipient to discover. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you. I try to reply to all the comments and questions I receive here on YouTube. I love hearing from you. Keep on scrapping, stamping, and paper crafting.